Hey guys, today I'll be showing you how to port forward your router, or simply enough open a gateway to the outside world from your home network. It's fairly simple, so let's get started. First go into your Windows Start menu, type in CMD, command prompt on Windows, and here we go. First we're gonna find what is our router, how do I find my router? Well, we're gonna type in ipconfig and all, like this. When we have done this, we're gonna look for our default gateway. This is our router. So we're gonna take that IP address, just mark it and right click. No, you copied it. Open a new tab on any preferred browser. I use Firefox there, but you can use Chrome, Internet Explorer, or whatever you prefer. Just paste in that IP address and enter. And it will welcome you with a sign in or login screen. Here is my username admin. It's the most common one for all routers. And the password is my VPA2 key. But some other ones have different. Some other routers have different usernames and passwords. So if you have a different router from the P872N, this is the Sykesol router, then you just want to Google it, Bing it, or do any of that things to find the default username and the default password. If that doesn't work, contact your internet providers or your router providers who you have your router from. When we have done that, we're just gonna click sign in, and it will welcome us with this guy for the router. So now I'm on the router right now. It's cycle, blah blah blah, and connection status. This is only the guy for the Sykesol P872N, and other routers have different types. But we're gonna first start by disabling the firewall. It's fairly important. When you first come here, it will be on enable. I already have disabled it, but you wanna make sure that the firewall is disabled, as it will create some problems for the connections. And click apply. When that is done, you can go to your network settings and find your NAT. Might not be a network setting all the routers, but it's called NAT on every router for sure. And make sure to find the port forwarding. I already have set up a port here just to try it out, and it works. But I'm gonna go through it again so everyone can see. First of all, you wanna click add, and we're gonna have a new rule. We're gonna make it active so it works. In this case, I will create a Minecraft server. So let's call it Minecraft server. It doesn't matter what you call them, but it's easier to see what type of port you create by naming them correctly. You can call it whatever, but have it somehow reasonable. And one interface, it's gonna be @run. And here's the run IP address. This is your wide area network address, which is different from the ones you sign in on your router. Here I have a nice website here that I found that is easy. It's simply enough what's my ip.org. I really enjoy this site. And it will say your IP address is and my IP address. I won't say it out loud, but you can simply not just copy that IP address. It should be 4 numbers, almost same as these, a bit different, but just paste those in there. And here is where it might get a bit complicated. The trigger port is simply enough the start port, and this is the end port of which port you want to open. I want to open a Minecraft server, so this is my config for my server. It's standard server settings, at least for this game server. And what you want to look for in anything, it can be just play multiplayer. You want to look for the server port or the port or anything like that. This is 25565, and that's the port I want to open. So now we just copy that, or just write it in, doesn't matter. And we want to say I want to start at port 25565, and the end port is how far you want it to go. So I can like have it to 2600 for an example. But don't do this, don't open more ports than necessary. It creates a gate between the outside world, so you don't want to open more ports than you need. So for this sake, I'll keep it at 25565, which means I'll only open one port. And the end is gonna be the same in this case. It's just leave it as these ones, the start and the end port. And the server IP address. We open our CMD again with the IP config all, and here is the IP4 address for my computer, and this is the one I will run the server on. And mark this one is the one we want, so we just copy this and paste it in here, like there we go, and leave it at this. The protocol is different because something only uses the TCP or the UDP, but in this case I always leave them at both. And when this is done, just leave this as it is and click OK. And now it should reload. There we go. As you can see, we have now created a server or a server port, my bad, on my wide area network, which I won't show to anyone. And the server IP address, I managed to write it in wrong, so show this is, you just edit or anything like it's 77 that I'm gonna have, my bad. Once this is done, let's see, this is also running the same. When this is done, you're simply enough good to go, and I'll show you how to test it. First of all, you need a server running on the port. I have my server running right here, and I'm gonna go back to the site whatsmyip.org. This site is really good, and I'm gonna select the port scanners. And let's see, it's a game port, but you can also do it from other ports like an FTP, PuTTY port, the port 23, which is Telnet port, all type of ports there. I've created a Minecraft port, so just scan and see all the different ports that is standard. This might change now and then because you can select yourself. And let's see if it's open. And there we go. The whatsmyip.org server managed to connect to my server that I have here, and that means it works. So if there's any questions, just write them in the comments or send me a mail. I'll link this sites and commands in the description below. So thank you for watching, take care, and subscribe for more videos. Any suggestions, send us as well. Thank you for your time. Bye.